Talk to us about that time in your life. What are some things you learned? What were the roles that you had? What did you do?
So I was marketing for some major companies at that point, and they bought one of my companies out, and I ended up taking over, and I was marketing for thousands of companies at that point and building websites and analyzing companies to know what market trends were going to happen. And that was a big piece to be able to learn from. I got to work with some major players that I've got NDAs that I can't talk about, but I got to play at the big boy table, and probably the most interesting piece of that is I was the one guy without a degree, and all of them had a lot of degrees.
Yeah, that's really cool. So how long was the business that you got acquired by? What was the acquisition process like in the private equity space? I know a lot of our listeners are very interested in that. That is their exit strategy. So talk to us a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
Mine was really interesting. So I had a company that was actually not doing so hot. It was a marketing company. I was paying people way too much money and was doing a lot of stuff, and I had a lot of debt, and they needed some assets that I actually had, and I knew one of the guys, and he goes, I can do a debt sale. And I was like, what's that mean? He goes, we come in, we acquire all of your debt, and here's what we can do, and we can help you be able to turn things around. And they took the whole company apart, and it was the most interesting thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Wow. Yeah, that's super interesting.
He goes, but you're going to have an open mind to it. And him and I are great friends still today, and it was a great process. So we got to take some of those assets. I had a platform then that I was trying to be able to solve some issues, and it worked great inside the enterprise world.